but my intention for sharing this party so hard. I'm filling up right now. I've never had a beer like this before. I did. I used to actually drink like this at the bars and stuff. Oh, but put some water in it. This was my trick in the bars. Just fill a beer bottle up so I felt good. But now we're gonna use this to actually shoot.
Rolling.
2 years into my heel, I'm really starting to understand Pete. No too many realies.
Rolling.
I'm not sharing.
Are you rolling?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're doing right now is the next scene for the cocaine, baking soda. Hopefully I don't really know how to snort this, but I used to, ooh, there we go. That I would actually be stoked on that back in the day. Yeah, I would used to call it, let's line up some slugs. Just a big fat line and just get it in ya. But that's a little too aggressive here, so I'm gonna have to fix that.
I was drowning in my past trauma. That moment was a huge release. Too much eyes?
Yeah. Okay, rolling.
That moment was a huge release. Too much neck?
Alright, getting set up for the anxiety attack scene. Getting some makeup on my face. Just adding, this is the first time I've really acted, so I'm interested to see how the process works. I've got a professional trained actress right here, so that helps. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this anxiety attack goes. This was a turning point in my life, so I'm excited.
Our anxiety attack. If I can do it, why can't you? Part of this is working with this bad boy, trying to act before, and I've never really acted. So I'm trying to like get this scene as like how to graduate my face from I'm about to kill myself to coming to an actualization that I'm not actually gonna kill myself. But in our But in our darkest hours, there's a seed of light. Too much eyes, hey?
Yeah.
But in our darkest hours, there's a seed of light. Too much?
Yeah, just gradual, just very minimal because we're really close on your face.
But in our darkest hours, there's a seed of light.
Nah, much better.
All right, just doing the anxiety scene. Wow, that's pretty intense going back over that. That's been pretty interesting. How's it for you to film this?
Interesting. Loud. You did a good job.
Yeah.
It's crazy to go. I've never gone back into this place of myself, so it's been really interesting to go through all this.
Cool.
All right, now we're in the boxing scene, the self-sabotage and reenactment of the 5 a.m. workouts. This is pretty cool to get like into that zone of myself. I remember like being so turned on, like drilling Tony Robbins in my ear, being like, if you want to be the best, you gotta be the best. Live your life with passion. At like 5 a.m. I'm getting yelled at by Tony Robbins. But it was that intense in that moment that I needed to go for an hour workout before I started my day. And I can remember there's times where I'd come back in the morning, like around like, literally because I was working on another project, I'd drive home at like 4:30, but because I'm an extremist, I was like, I still gotta hit that bike and then I gotta get to work. So I can remember some of these times in these workouts in the morning that it really shaped, you know, who I've become now. And it's special to come back to this place within myself.
External sources, which finally led Nat childhood trauma, which
All right, this is so cool. This is the stage of my life where I discovered books. I actually made fun of people for liking to read. And I can remember in school that I'd only find books that had like pictures, like this, for example. I used to love like parts of the book like that because I didn't have to read as much. But coming back to this now is like really cool to experience this part of my life where like these books and doing this type of work has been profound for my growth.
Seek acceptance through external sources from childhood trauma.
Holy. So one of my weaknesses is speaking on a script. It's so important to convey a message correctly, but it's just something that I'm very weak at. So what we've got here is we've got a board that Molly's been writing on so that I can speak the exact message that I'm trying to convey. Even though it's all within me, it's about communicating it effectively. So this has been the toughest one yet, but it's all over. We did 15 shots, feeling great. Let's get to the next one. All right, so I'm doing my voice warm-ups, and one of the words I found that gets me into myself is saying the word Manila, 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 Manila.
Fun.
All right, what is up? I'll tell you what, I am beat chilly heat right now. I'm at the last part of my journey with this video, and it has been a lot, and I feel definitely exhausted, but I'm right at the home run stretch. This is the end of the triathlon, and this is where all the work is gonna come pay off, and I feel really blessed and grateful, but whew, it's been a lot. During my
Rolling. Rolling.
All right, there it is. That's the final bit. Can you believe that? That was all an idea in my brain at like 4 in the morning. And then I scripted and wrote a story in like 7 days and produced. Whew, that was a lot. A lot on the old keister. If you've watched this or watched the movie, I really appreciate it. I wanted to share with you my journey and kind of the things I went through behind the scenes as well. You know, this is a lot going over, and you got to think I'm re-editing it over and over and over again. So you really got to be healed through your experience if this is something you want to do, because you're watching it over and over and over again. But yeah, with that being said, I thank you so much for watching and being along with this journey. I hope that's brought some clarity to what I've been doing with my time in my healing process. So I share my peace and I share my love.